How does realism of television play an important role in the way that the viewer interacts with the show?
Realism encompasses various signifiers that resonate to viewers and make the television world, its people, and its stories feel real.
There are a range of elements that establish how real a series feels to an audience.
Whether the events could have happened, whether the characters are identifiable, and whether the story actually happened.
I love you, Lucas. And I probably always will.
Yes, Bombay is very, very nice this time.
Here we go, showtime.
Okay. Oh.
Realism affects viewers in various ways and can often evoke emotions in a viewer. The content in TV shows that is perceived as more realistic has greater influence over an audience's emotions.
The emotions surrounding the realism of the events, stories, and characters shown to an audience can often be reciprocated by the viewer, and therefore realism here plays an important role in the ways the viewer interacts with the show. In turn, this interaction can cause the viewer to potentially have a closer connection to the events, stories, and characters due to the emotions that the show evoked.
Goodbye, Michelle.
Goodbye, Uncle Jesse.
Cecilia Puri.
Oh God, you're gonna say something stupid, aren't you?
Girl, will you marry me?
The realism demonstrated throughout the various television series genres have the ability to negatively affect the audience.
The crime and drama genres in particular are key contributors to a concept which is known as mean world syndrome. Mean world syndrome suggests that the audience perceives the world as dangerous and unsafe as a result of watching television series that fall under these genres.
Although most of the time the crimes are just far off in reality, hearing about them daily on the news as well as seeing these dark events take place on various television programs provides a realistic perspective that leaves the viewers to feeling the world is more dangerous than so.
According to Jameson and Romer, avid crime show viewers admitted that they had a fear of crime. The more realistic crime shows are perceived by their audience, the higher chance it has in striking fear.
Dramas are exceptionally good at making the viewer feel connected to the characters in the show, and this can allow the viewer to feel as though they are experiencing these frightening issues firsthand. Much like evoking emotions, realism and the negative impact of real-world syndrome demonstrates how realism can play an important role in the ways viewers interact with television shows.
The realism portrayed on television has the ability to shape and create various views and outlooks on society. These views are often known to be in the form of stereotypes, particularly when discussing culture and/or race.
According to Panyanik Carter 2008, television viewers perceive the occupational roles and personality characteristics that African Americans portrayed on television as real or true to life. The issue in these beliefs arises itself in this study, as it is evident that the realism portrayed on television is correlated with negative ideas associated with race, such as negative personality characteristics.
African American individuals are frequently portrayed with personality characteristics that are generally negative and stereotypical, such as disrespectful, violent, and uneducated. This may lead the television audience to associate with the views, which has an overall negative impact on the way individuals perceive races and/or culture in society. Additionally, people often have a skewed perception of what we do during our daily lives based on what we see in the media. Juries today expect DNA evidence and unbelievable proof in real-life cases as they have seen on TV, which is known as the CSI effect. Due to medical dramas, people often perceive the medical field as glamorous, with attractive physicians and cures for every medical situation.
Realism also plays an important role in the ways the audience interacts with television shows as it acts as a tool of education. More specifically, medical dramas are a powerful tool for education.
Television, medical dramas are popular among medical students as they are a potential resource. They contain a wealth of material suitable for integration into medical education, and furthermore, learners can be educated by the lapses in professionalism and ethics portrayed in these dramas, as it provides an intriguing learning tool to study both the positive and negative representations of medical ethics and professionalism.
Hey, Clem, 3 would pledge it.
Korsakoff syndrome.
brain is damaged by excessive drinking or insufficient diet, pretty obviously the latter. She has no new memories, no new ideas, can't even process that idea. So her brain fills the gaps as best it can using visual clues. The horse on your shirt led her to the riding accident, and the surf scene on your clipboard led her to the beach.
Overall, realism of television plays an important role in the way the viewer interacts with a television show, as it evokes emotion through stories, events, and characters, which leads to a connection between the viewer and the show. Realism also negatively impacts viewers, as it is strongly connected to Mean Girl Syndrome, which alters perception of reality. Moreover, realism of television shows correlates to negative stereotypes of race and culture, which leads to internalization of these stereotypes. Lastly, realism in television show can act as an educational tool to further audience knowledge. Realism in television shows plays a significant role in the relationship audience members can create with a show by influencing reactions and interpretations.